Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Koku is here with Saku and Rush, and we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations.
Ooh, hello. Changing up the order of names? It's usually Rush and Saku. I usurped you today, Rush.
That's alright, I deserve it. It's because I like that stupid Darkest Dungeon thing. Almost put me in the doghouse. Do you want me to do the line again?
Yes.
Oops. Look at me going on and on. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask again?
We were discussing what your actions were and whereabouts for today. I read those lines all in the wrong order. And if you happen to know what Mr. Kochen's actions and whereabouts were as well.
Yes, very well. Let's see. I've been quite busy all day from morning until now. First I woke up, and then I brushed my teeth. And after that, I had a roll for breakfast.
Fascinating. How about if you just skip to the relevant parts for me?
That's called malicious compliance, motherfucker! Oh, you'd like a condensed version? All right, I can get through that for you.
Oh, look at him! So what did Mr. Kochen and you do this morning? Skip to the good part.
Well, originally we were supposed to meet and shake hands with the Jammin' Ninja. That's what we call it anyway. But Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so we were here tidying up his office.
You helped clean Mr. Kochen's office. Why were you not cleaning your own?
Oh, I have executive dysfunction when it comes to cleaning my own things. Other people's I can do no problem, but when it's mine...
Me too, that's why I
Sorry.
have Gumshoe clean my office.
Sorry,
Same, bruh, same.
Which is why both the Prima Duck statue and the Babyliss knife set are down here.
I see. What's so funny, I wonder?
Oh, but the tidying didn't take much, really.
It never does when you work as a team.
We just burned some files we no longer needed and expired coupons in the fireplace. You know, borderline illegal stuff.
Ah, I see. Take a note. I mean, I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been a real pain though, huh?
Yeah, about that. I kind of forgot to clean the ashes out. I guess I'm up a creek without Maddie here to get angry at me.
An ambassador like yourself has been on the receiving end of a secretary's anger.
I mean, if you want to put it like that. Oh, he was very good at being very mad. Why, even just this morning he got mad at me.
Yeah, and...
I spilled some Babyliss ink onto the back wall when I was burning the files, you see.
Yeah, and then what, Winky Face?
Then he got mad at me, saying I should treat the ink with more respect.
Oh my god. Apparently orders go up the chain of command around here. Wow, if Gumshoe ever told me to treat ink with respect, I would not be having that.
That's about it for what we did this morning. Just some cleaning.
Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all. Man, shake hands with the Jammin' Ninja is a really good euphemism for it. I'm going to use that from now on.
Sorry, everyone. Was just shaking hands with the Jamming Ninja.
Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Kochen did this afternoon. I presume we didn't shake hands with the Jammin' Ninja again.
Shows how little
Yeah.
you know.
Not everyone's like you and Phoenix, am I right? Well, Manny and I went down together to the theater from Neutralis. We had to be there for the start of the Steel Samurai stage show. Only old bag says samurai. I need to get rid of that note in my brain. After the show started, I went back to my office on the 5th floor alone.
So they were together until the start of the Steel Samurai show.
Oh, another one the Steel Samurai stole the heart of. A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theater. As you can tell, when I straighten myself up, I'm a lot more eloquent. Because I was to take part in the photo op on stage at the end of the show.
I'm very confused because it sounds like you're the bottom, but then if you straighten up, then you're. It doesn't make sense in my head. I just don't know how this works. He likes you to sound like this. That's what you're implying. There was a commemorative photo op at the end.
It was a fantastic photo of the three of us. Ambassador Alba, the Steel Samurai, and myself.
God, they brought Larry into their weird threesome.
After the photo shoot, I went back to my office on the 5th floor.
There are all sorts out there.
To prepare for my handshake photo op with the Jammin' Ninja, if you know what I mean.
He seems to be rather overworked for an ambassador.
You literally just said they didn't do enough.
Edgeworth, you flip-flop more than the footwear of the same name.
When I got to my office, that's when the first fire broke out and I escaped down the stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. I admit I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me.
Good man, because you're not a firefighter.
During the second one, I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out. Bucket chain, you know?
So you didn't see Mr. Kochin
Oh.
again after the start of the Steel Samurai show?
Yes, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was lying there in an eternal sleep.
I see. Ambassador Paleno, thank you very much for your help.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more resistance, Mr. Edgeworth. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, alright?
He's so obliging. What a nice man.
Saku's already, writing fic and drawing ship art of him.
I just want to throw a picture of him with his arms out. Whatever it was you said, and I'll have to wait till this episode comes out before I can remember it. Saku draws fan art in 3 years' time. It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan. That is a great name for an album.
Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music.
I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies.
Yes, that's it.
But they're nothing alike.
They're totally alike. They spin those babies. Oh my god.
Right around like a record.
I see. I guess I can see how you might think that, if you had a very troubled childhood.
I want to know what the Japanese for that line was. Like, was it the exact same? Was it, different and they've just, transliterated it? Or, what?
Yeah, I wonder. Ambassador
Also-
Paleno.
Sorry.
Oh, you go first.
Also, is it really bad when she mentioned they spin around and make music, I pictured the guy from Ocarina? In the
Oh my
windmill.
god! La, 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 la.
I that song's just ruined forever for me because of Meat Spin.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also thought of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who knows of the existence of that.
I think everyone knows about that. If they were on the internet at a certain age.
Yeah.
If you don't Google it, please. Save
Yeah.
In fact,
yourself.
bleep it out, Coco. Just bleep it out.
Yep,
You'll
I'm
never
gonna do
get
that.
through as many spins. You'll never do it. I challenge you, people. And I challenge you, Ambassador Palieno. What exactly used to be here?
Who do you think's meat was spitting?
No! Now I can't bleep it out unless I bleep that out too.
Yeah, that was just for us. That was just for us.
I don't know if it's even worse if you beep it out.
No, just clip this whole sordid conversation. In fact, you're welcome to put me saying, just clip this whole sordid conversation over that entire conversation.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll see how
You'll get there
tired
and
I
just
am
be
when
like,
I get
yeah.
there.
You'll be like really
I'm-
annoyed and pissed off and be like, fuck you, Rosh.
Let's get the URL beep spin and do something with that.
Whew, okay. That used to be a stack of brand new pamphlets.
Oh god, he's so upset about the death of the pamphlets.
But it looks like they were all burned up. I guess we'll just have to reprint them.
Do you think he's like having a really hard time talking about things that are burned? He's just thinking about his dead friend and how difficult it all is.
I actually like to imagine that he's like not thinking about Manny at all, and he's just like putting all the grief onto like the pamphlets that were burned. But no matter how fast we reprint them, they always disappear so quickly. Like
The life of a
A
pamphlet
friend.
is fleeting.
like the life of a friend lost in the fire.
Is the Beverly's tourism industry really that hot right now? Oh, Edgeworth, bad choice of words, dude.
Hot?
I mean, cool. Is it that cool?
Of course. Although recently, the most popular vacation destination has been the Republic of Virginia. I refuse to lose to them, so we have been hard at work promoting Babel.
Interesting. Well, I've just recently returned from a trip to Virginia myself.
Oh, and how did you like it?
I liked the plane that was like a mansion with an elevator. Virginia
Ah,
itself,
yes.
it was alright.
We call it the High Wind, but then we had to stop because of copyright infringement.
I probably shouldn't bring up the fact that I was a suspect on that flight home. Ambassador Palieno, what exactly used to be here?
No, we've been through this, and it was a whole storied conversation that Coco may or may not have bleeped out.
We don't talk about the death of the pamphlets anymore. Or how hot things are. I must run over here now.
I really like that song as well.
A fireplace, huh? So Bubbles' offices have fireplaces too.
2?
There is a fireplace in relatively the same location in the Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. It was a URL. I won't say what it was in case it gets bleeped out. I still can't believe that we found that lady's undershirt in the fireplace.
Huh? If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating new memories with this fireplace? You could climb inside and we can play hide and seek.
Aww.
And come out covered in soot? I think not.
It would
might
just be a
find-
nice black suit, come on.
We might find some soot sprites. Ugh, you really have no
Okay.
sense of...
Push him in immediately.
No, I'm totally in.
Yay, there we go.
Never to lock him in forever.
Give me some of those little sugar
Oh
star
god,
thingies.
like for a second when it was zoomed out, I kind of saw like the fallen overture as a hand. Like
Oh.
reaching. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It appears there's a giant hand here. Run, Kay. This area was heavily damaged by the fire.
Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and get started examining everything.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. But the non-suspicious-looking ones, they can be left. Not up for those non-suspicious crannies. There's only one book left standing here. Treasures of the World.
Wait, what? Let me see that!
It's just a bunch of pictures of babies and stuff.
Uh-huh. I see. Ah!
Oh, it's a mirror.
The most important part was blackened by the fire. Why, cruel fate? Why?
It looks like the map of where the treasures are located has been burned. If you go into a different dungeon, you can get a different map, so it's okay.
So I guess embassy phones are just like normal phones, huh?
Well, what did you imagine them to look like?
I thought that Babbles would look like a flower and the receiver would be a butterfly.
That's really cute, actually.
Yeah,
That
you
way,
should sign photos.
it looked like the butterfly receiver was sucking nectar from the flower base.
You should patent that, Kay. That's really, really cool. If any country had a flower phone, it would be Alabas, though, don't you think?
Oh, then maybe the phone I would envision would have been from when they were Codopia.
There's really no point in asking me about something that never existed in the first place.
You know what you lack, Mr. Edgeworth? Curiosity and an imagination.
And compassion.
Who said that? There's a bottle of Babbly's ink on Mr. Kochan's desk.
And it looks like there's still a lot of ink left inside.
You know what this means? This ink is fire resistant. And the seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get into the bottle to burn it up.
Hey, Mr. Paulino, it looks like your precious Babbly's ink is alright after all.
What? That's odd.
Ambassador, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's just that there's something strange about the ink.
Would you mind elaborating on that statement for me, please?
I would. Apparently would.
I suppose we need to talk to him for him to elaborate on that. That looks like a very creepy hand.
No, you're right. Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so maybe you could try pointing it or stroking it?
Wiggle my finger at it. Actually, no, I better not. It's very important we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes. Isn't that illegal?
Only the people. And that's because I'm a prosecutor. It's part of my job to examine things.
Especially the people.
And my job is to be a great thief.
Which is exactly why you're not allowed to touch anything. That little cranny looked very suspicious and it wouldn't let me examine it. Mad now. It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them.
Apple sure gives away a lot of different coupons. Maybe I should create one of my own. I could call it the Great Thief Coupon.
And what kind of discount would that net you?
The 5-finger kind. What else? I'd steal an extra thing or two for the bearer.
Things such as...
Such as the truth. What else would I steal?
What I wouldn't give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now.
Oh.
Well, back to this dude. Tickle, tickle, tickle. I wonder if you might tell me what you noticed about Mr. Kuchen's bottle of ink.
I just thought of it right now, but during the second fire, Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door.
But when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames.
The flames were so big that I wasn't able to see into the room at all.
The fire was green. What was the cause?
Oh, probably lithium or something. We did a couple of those things in third year science. Oh, sorry. Well, what crystal oil burns green when it's lit, as you can see by this lantern.
I totally didn't listen last time you told me that. I'm one of those people. And Babbly's ink is made from the same oil, which means it would also burn green.
No. I, too, had thought it was Manny's ink that had caught on fire. So that's why I was surprised to find out there was still a bottle of ink left on his desk.
The case of the perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was it that caught on fire in here? It was Manny Kochen. I've seen him before.
Okay, let's see if we have anything.
He burned green because he's a witch, maybe? Or a wizard?
No, I don't think any of those go together.
You know, you mentioned about splashing the ink on the wall?
Yeah.
What was that?
Last time he mentioned he splashed ink on the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe something in like the organizer, or
The national symbol of Babel is drawn here. There's nothing especially strange about it.
Is it just me, or did the butterfly gain an antenna since we last saw it?
Even if it did, would it really have any bearing on our case, Kay? No, clearly not. It appears Mr. Kuchen's body has been taken in for an autopsy. That white outline is all that's left to tell the tale of his murder. His murder!
most foul.
You can see the Alabastian embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
You can see it from here. I was there on the 5th floor. That's where Damask II was killed.
What? You don't mean the Damask II? Aw, poor guy. As a fellow second-generation thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damask II was merely an imposter of the original. Now it looks like the chair from Beetlejuice, the one that gets up and walks around.
Crannies. They're suspicious.
They are very suspicious. It would appear this desk also fell victim to the fire. But it doesn't look too damaged. Oh, I think we can rifle through... Oh, sorry.
I'm the thief here. Don't go stealing my lines.
I thought it was weird for Edgeworth to say, ooh,
We could have through these
ooh,
drawers.
we could rifle through the drawers.
Just the way Daddy taught me.
But it doesn't look too damaged. Ooh, I think we can rifle through this drawer a bit.
I suppose we really should take a look. This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose it must be another souvenir from someone.
Okay, so we've got something we can deduce here. That's,
Oh, okay.
hmm.
So much juice.
Deduction. Disgrace.
That's not
Sorry.
ink flying out the window in the photograph or something, is it?
No.
You know, I was gonna say that's ridiculous, but then I remember what series they
Yeah.
were playing.
It soaked through the brick wall and they saw it on the other side. Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there we go. People are always ordering mask to mask around. They never think for themselves. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Cookie.
I really want a cookie. The shape of this notepad matches the shape of the note we found.
Hey, you're right! What is it? It looks like something straight out of a Monument Valley.
Really wasn't expecting that.
Yes, that notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see.
Yes, I do. You do seem to be quite passionate about it.
Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show it to you.
Are you sure they haven't been burned to a crisp by the fires, you delightful man? Ambassador Palermo, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note.
This looks like Manny's handwriting.
I see. In that case,
Ooh, did you figure something out?
this note was found in Alabast. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by the murdered Damas II.
Damas the Second? Then this note!
Yes, it was a request from Mr. Kochen for Damas II to steal the Primiduck statue.
What?
Manny,
Tried to steal Alabast's Primiduck statue?
We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Kochen?
yes, I can gather a few and give them to you.
I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis.
I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this.
Do you have any idea as to why he would have requested the theft of the statue?
There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation.
Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador. Ooh. I just need to walk over to you first, and then you can tell me.
Not over here, though.
I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Kochen hired Damas II.
Actually, I fear it may be my fault.
As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as a part of today's event.
But because of the Yatagarasu and the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it?
I am actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, Babel's statue is... well, it's just a replica.
And did Mr. Kochan know that about Pavel's Primiduck statue?
Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica.
As to be expected, I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority.
Yes, I understand.
Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it. It'll be alright. I'll find a way to make sure that you're the ambassador of the reunited Codopia." At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious.
Mr. Kochan conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did all that to ensure that you are the next Cadopian ambassador. Or at least that's what he told you.
But why was he trying so hard, I wonder?
Did you ask him to try hard?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or will be.
I don't know the answer to why he was trying so hard yet. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind beyond just simple kindness.
Oh, here you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
My puppy, he came back. Detective Gumshoe, have you collected the information that I requested?
Yep, got it all here. Got it all right here, sir. Here you go. Feel free to take a look. It's for you, after all.
Let's walk straight past Edgeworth. I've got a new friend now.
What is
Forget
all
that
this,
one.
Gummy?
So the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire. Oh, guess what?
Good work, Detective.
Oh, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk.
Complimented him.
He said, good work, Detective.
Oh my god, let this go down in history.
Everyone, yay! Celebration!
Confetti! The Edgeworth said
Confetti
one
in the
nice thing
burnt
to jump
room.
shot. This episode has to be called A Miracle.
Yeah.
A miracle occurs.
Wow. You two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad.
What do you mean?
As a prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like theirs back in the day. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to find my own wonderful partner, Emma, someday. And when I do, I'm going to become a good Yatagarasu, just like my father, right?
Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answers to, Kay. Although I did hear a little voice say Emma, and I'm not sure if that is some sort of signal from the gods. Either I'm hearing things again. However, I can say that it's truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
Aww.
That's also him saying something nice about Gumshoe.
You bet.
So, And Gumshoe just like knees him in the back and like puts handcuffs on and just like, we've got an imposter! Mr. Ainsworth would never be nice to me!
So what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes?
Boop.
Oh.
Gadget, Mr. Thief. Mr. Thief, is it that thing you call your secret weapon?
Oh, you mean Little Thief. You're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Yes.
I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the investigation. I don't need it, I just need it!
Shut up, I don't need it.
From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered and the ambassador's testimony. I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the third floor fire. Just so we can give the ambassador some PTSD.
You've got it. Alright, here we go. On the next episode. See you guys.
Bye!